people feel like you're putting on a show and it's all gearing up to a grand finale. I feel like people, I don't know, they feel like you have taken center stage. You have. I feel like there's something about you that has embraced a spotlight on you in your life. It's kind of like you've always had this ability to garner attention, whether it's negative or positive. I feel like that you don't have to try very hard. You don't have to say much to get under people's skin. I feel like that other people can get away with things that people won't let you get away with simply because you're impactful. You affect them, you affect their emotions. And I don't know for what reason, but people did not want you to be as visible as you are becoming. If you're resonating with this, I feel like that you definitely, definitely have something to say. And it's something important because again, like if you've had people trying to get you to shut the hell up for so long, and whatever you are saying, just know that if it wasn't meant to be heard, or if it rather than meant to be heard, if it wasn't ruffling feathers, then are you actually saying anything? If everybody likes you, are you standing for anything? If you don't have any opposition, what are you really saying? You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about being provocative or rage baiting. I'm talking about being honest and authentic. And I feel like that you taking the stage in your full authenticity, not having to hide who you are, allows you to really like capitalize on the visibility to propel yourself forward. You're not one of those who would garner the attention and not know what to do with it. You knew what to do with it before you had it. That's what this Two of Wands is giving me. Like you have a vision for things. It's independent of anything that's been taught to you. You have this kind of internal motivation. Um, oh my gosh, you're giving me a song. It's like I'm too independent to ever beg for your time. It's by Jay Steffens. But that's the kind of energy you're giving off right now. Like you know what you're doing, you know what you want, and there's not a thing in heaven, hell, or earth that is about to stop you from getting what you want. And this type of like energy you're going at, like that you're embodying, is something that people never thought that they would see you actually like wield without feeling bad about it. Um, this is kind of funny, but the other day I saw a TikTok video and she was like, somebody just called me a cunt today, and it reminded me that I still have it. And I just thought that was hilarious. I don't think you're out there being evil or mean or vitriol. Like, I don't think it's that. But what it is like you're no longer like shrinking yourself for the comfort of the people around you. I feel like you're perfectly happy to stand out, to be different, and to be like vibrant and attention grabbing, magnetic. You know, like that's the energy you're coming with. It's just giving me somebody who's very free, somebody who like I feel like you it looks like you don't take things seriously, but you do. It's because I feel like you had to conquer like a lot of bullshit because I got the tower here. Like you have you've like kind of like already been doing that. Justice is underneath it. But like the tower is like you kind of like did that first, you know, and now you get to enjoy something. But I feel like that you went through what you were going through in a time where you had less autonomy, you looked worse, and you didn't have as much money as you do now because God was saving you for the season in which you would. You know what I mean? Seriously though, like there was always a time where the switch was gonna flip and you were going to take the stage. You were gonna feel ready, right? And it's like you decided to do the hard stuff first so that you could have more freedom later. I don't know, you just did things a bit differently and it's really like it's paying off and people see it. Oh my gosh, so we got the world. The world is such a good card for this because it gives me like people or like you, because I don't know why I want to bring up other people like all the time with you. I just feel like people just really do like notice you. You don't talk to them. That's why. I feel like that's really what it is because you're not telling anybody anything. I feel like you're living right now, and like, yes, it comes across as like a solo thing, but it's like the way that you're doing it, it's like it gives me movie vibe. It's like a story is happening, a narrative is happening. It's like don't interrupt it. Don't interrupt it. And so it's like from the outside looking in, it's like you're entering a space that people find unfamiliar territory. You're not doing a conventional path, but things are like happening for you. So it's like you're looking good, you're healthy. Like you give off the aura of somebody who has their shit together, but you have it together, but what you're doing is unconventional. So it really gets people, it gets the mind really going. And people are like, you feel like you're tapping into something more, right? It's like you're not just living a good life, you're about to live your best in the most non-cliche way because you're like it's like you've built a foundation for this to happen, right? It's like in the moment it looks like you're insane. Like back then it's like people are like, I don't know what the hell collective is doing. They really just like are not, they don't know what they're doing. But it's like it took years for it to make sense to them where it always made sense to you. And that's when you started throwing people for loops. That's when people started seeing something about you. But by the time they saw that, you're gone. And that's how it was also supposed that's how it was also supposed to be. And not only that, but even during the time they knew you, like I don't know if like people always knew there was something about you, even though they couldn't like put their finger on it. But it's like now it's very visible, but also it's improved. And you already were good before. We got the Three of Pentacles. So, okay, look, this validates like why other people are so focused on you. They do, and it's more positive than it is negative. In the past, it was negative because they were ignorant. And now, once people can see, like, of course, you still have your haters, but you already know what that's for. That's a good thing. But the Three of Pentacles is like the people that, like, I don't know, that think about you for some reason. You're one of those people that you didn't necessarily have to be very close, but you like represent something, if that makes sense. So people will think about you. I feel like you're just one of those like people you barely know will think back on you sometimes. And I don't know if they found you recently. These could be people you just haven't seen in a very long time. But it's like if they found you on social media, somebody told them something about you, but basically people know that you're on some other shit right now, and it's some shit that is like, no way. Like it was like you have to see it to believe it, but it's like there's proof for you. Like you just you look good. You have it together. Like whatever you're doing is just like people know about it. It's not like a vague thing. You know how like some people will keep it vague because they're lying. I feel like you're not telling people shit, but it's because you're like actively busy. And so it's like people would assume you have nothing going on, but then it's like other people are like seeing it for somehow, some way, and they're telling other people. And it's like, I don't know. People are like having to come see for themselves, but they don't want to be caught by you. That's the one thing. Because look, about the Three of Pentacles, they're discussing you, but they do not want you to know about it. Even though it's like it's not bad, but it's like I don't know. Just the thought of it's mortifying. So I just got like you like overhearing something and people scatter, like just running. They don't want you to know, right? The Two of Swords. I feel like that people don't want you to know just how much they're like clocking you right now. They're trying to clock it. They're trying to clock whatever you've got going on. And they're just not coming to the definitive answer for how you got from point A to point B. It wasn't linear. That's why it wasn't linear. And this is why it's weird because it's like I don't know, like there's been fragments of very like golden parts of your personality in between bad like things that were going on in life, right? And it's like you've pulled those fragments back and tossed away the bullshit that had them up in strings. And that is something that I feel like people are intuitively picking up on, but they do not know what to call it. But it's that. It's like you've displayed like glimpses of this, but it's been fractured because, life, that's just how it is sometimes. But you're one of the people that managed to like remember the fragments in the specific periods they were in your life. And and it's like once you started healing in a real way, you've drawn the fragments back. And because you never forgot any of them, even if they were more repressed, you never forgot, and so you were able to like kind of like bring them back out of the darkness. But it was like it changed form in the process of you bringing it out, and it's like that's what makes you so shiny right now. And people, they can't put it in those words. They're right, like that's not how they're thinking of it. They're just thinking of you glowing up, but it's like it's so much more than that. It's so much more than that. And it's like a part of like I don't know. What I'm picking up from you is that it's subtle, or it's like you're just not talking about it. Like people can see the changes, but it's like they're not like asking you about them because it's real, and it's not like they're it's almost like they're afraid of what you're going to tell them, because that's also something about like from their perspective, there's something about it, they're like they know it'll work. And some people love the idea of the forever struggle, but it's like you're offering a solution and only the real can handle a solution. Most people just want what do you call that, like soothing, to be like, yeah, that shit sucks, but they want to still be on the treadmill, like they don't want to get off. But you offer a way off, and I feel like people are scared to find that out because once they know, they can't unknow. You're that, like you're like a point of no return. Like a deep conversation with you is a point of no return, because it's like whatever you're gonna tell them is something that's gonna change their perspective, and they are picking up on this, and so they're like, we're gonna admire and talk about you over here, and you're not allowed to come over here because they're afraid. Isn't that funny? Yeah, look, death. They know what you're bringing to the table here. They know if they ask you a question that plagues them and you have the correct answer for it, they're going to be um it's like a destabilization, right? Because a comfort was taken, even though they viewed it as a problem, but they know it's a comfort. So it's like that's you. Hold on, something fell. Something fell. Yep. Five of Cups in reverse. No fucking bullshit. Five of Cups in reverse. See, the Five of Cups is the spilled milk card. So when it's in reverse, it's like you offer the perspectives. It's gonna show them a way out. But some people enjoy. It's actually maybe not enjoy. It's more like inertia, human emotional inertia, right? Where it's like they're there and the brain adapts because that's what the brain does. And so then they find comfort in dwelling on the disappointments and kind of like using that as the justification for why they dwell in the disappointments. And so it's like it creates a feedback loop. It creates a feedback loop, and you are the disruptor of the loop. So they're gonna hate you for a minute because you're tearing off a blanket. It's like, I don't know, they'll feel naked for a minute or they'll feel exposed, vulnerable, right? But you're doing them a favor and they don't know it. But that's what I'm getting with death and the Five of Cups reversed. Like that's why they know. They know. I feel like their own spirits will tell you it's like if you bring that person around, you better prepare yourself because they might say something to you if you have a question, or if you, I don't know, sometimes you'll just say shit, and it's gonna you're gonna start getting like some epiphanies about stuff maybe you don't want to get epiphanies about. It gives me, I don't know, with the magician here, it's like you have that it's like a wild card, but it's not wild, it's very intentional. Like it's purposeful, and it's also very specific. But it's like, when are you going to do it? That's like that is the ticking time bomb people feel about you. It's like, when are they going to accidentally pick up on a truth about me and like convey it to me, even if it's unintentional? That's what people's spirits are telling them about you when you're around. They're like, you better be careful. It's like if you got any skeletons, this person's about to sense them. So yeah, it's like people that's why they'll act weird about you, like around you, because you just got the tools to see them as a whole because you see yourself that way, and you're not perfect, you know that. I feel like you are seeking perfection in others, and I feel like their darkness doesn't bother you at all. I feel like you could give a fuck, honestly. And but they just don't want the thought of people knowing the truth is just too much. But you already know. You already know. You already know with the Ace of Swords. And yeah, this goes back to you being like, I'm gonna say creepily psychic. Right? Like you're not greedy, but you just have an insight. Like it is, I'm gonna say it's like bloodborne level insight because like you're seeing shit that just no, like you shouldn't see it. And not in like like you're seeing people's inner experiences, which is not regular, right? And people can like feel it because you know how sometimes you experience things that only make sense to you, right? And like trying to convey that to another person, it's like they may intellectually understand what you're trying to tell them, but they don't feel the emotional weight of it, the impact of it, the psychological impact of it, because again, they're removed from it times 1,000, right? And they're just hearing it secondhand. So you offer a level of understanding that they pick up on, that it's like you're understanding the emotional impact. You're even picking up their perspective from it. So it's like they know, right? Like if you're going to pick up on it, like the mask means nothing to you. It means nothing to you. And it's literally because you dealt with having one and like tossing it to the side. And it's like through the tumultuous, visceral process of that, right? You gain insight into the human condition through your own struggle. And this, it was like supercharged within you because of the way that you take, like, look at the world, and you take things to the spiritual level, you take things there, right? And so it's like whatever you're picking up on, it's like you're taking it to a very psychological, spiritual level that hits people on the very core of who and what they are in a way that only they feel like they can access, but you access it too. And some people are like, hell no, hell no. They know you from a mile away. They know. So yeah, I feel like that's what you need to hear.